Hello, I'm Dr. Sam and this is Dr. Sam's Health. Tonight is the Christmas Eve and it's time to make Christmas wishes. Earlier today I went to the hospital to talk to my colleagues to wish them Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I also called some of my patients to wish them the same. They say that Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, but as a psychiatrist I know really well how stressful this time can be for some people. And actually, what we normally see in emergency room is a surge of patients who felt very stressed and needed some sort of medical attention or psychiatric help. Also, as the fitness YouTuber and the health advocate, effectively, I must say that this time of the year might be very, very stressful for those of us who are trying to maintain a very strict diet. Mainly because it's very difficult to stay in control of your nutrition and your workout routine during this couple of weeks around Christmas and New Year's time. We've got all these dinners, receptions, little holiday parties. Just earlier today, some of my coworkers brought some cookies, homemade cookies, chocolates, pastries, and so on, just to cheer everyone up, to share the holiday spirit. All these things are very, very nice, and I do appreciate the gestures. But at the same time, as someone who follows a very strict diet, I find it very difficult to maintain it. So today I would like to talk about the different strategies we can use in order to survive this holiday season. I've already made a video about that approximately a year ago, but I would like to rehash it a little bit and talk about the strategies again. The way I see it is there is a spectrum of different behaviors, ranging from sticking to your diet to a T, being absolutely rigid, which is the best strategy theoretically, but at the same time you might feel like you will be offending some of your coworkers, people who are genuinely trying to offer you some nice treats, show you their affection, their friendship, some sort of collegiality and so on. And also you might feel that you are missing out if you are just sticking to your diet. But at the same time, this approach is definitely the best in terms of the long-term and short-term outcomes. I'll place these strategies on some sort of an improvised ruler, and doing the right thing will obviously be on my right and on the right side of the ruler. And on the left side we'll have the opposite strategy, which will be simply given in for a certain period of time, say a week or two, when you're just pretty much doing whatever you want without feeling any guilt. You socialize, you eat, you drink, you consume alcohol, you do anything you want. You know that this time period is going to be limited and you should have some sort of a recovery strategy after that. The problem with this approach is, first of all, it's a bit of a slippery slope. Not even a bit. It's a huge slippery slope that can easily get into this mode of eating everything you want for a week, then for another week, then, since you've been doing it for a couple of weeks already, you can feel like having another day, maybe another day, another day, and another day, and so on and so on and so on. It's actually very difficult to return back to your routines. Also, you will completely stall your progress, if not reverse it. Myself, I have a very funny problem. Both of my parents have birthdays in mid-January, so if I slip here at this point, I know for sure that there will be a number of events that will result in me having this sleep extended for a month or so. Also, for those of you who are following some sort of a low carbohydrate diet, ketogenic diet, carnivore diet, you know for sure that every time you sleep, even if it's a relatively minor sleep, you are slowing down your progress and you are effectively stalling for a couple of weeks, because it takes a couple of weeks for our brain to adapt to ketosis. So if we move from the poles of this spectrum closer to the center, we can have a couple of other strategies. On the left side, we'll have some sort of partial breaks. So instead of allowing yourself for an extended break, a couple of weeks or a week, you'll have just a couple of days when you will do whatever you want, and then you will allow yourself for a day or two of recovery. Again, this approach is very good. It will work for those who are following any kind of low-calorie diet, but at the same time, it will definitely not work for those of you who are in a state of ketosis, who are following ketogenic or low carbohydrate diet. On the right side of the spectrum, just next to this complete following your diet without any deviations, I would put something that I would call meal control or trigger control. What I mean by that you will have a prepared, well-planned course of action for any potential situation that might happen, and you will have almost complete control over the meals that you are eating. So for example, if you're going to your office and some of your colleagues are going to offer you some cookies, you will know that you will skip them completely, you will politely refuse to have them, or you will just take them and pass them to someone else who enjoys them, who is not following such a strict diet. Another aspect of it is taking control over the meals that you're going to consume. So for example, if you have a family dinner and you know for sure that you're going to have some snacks, some appetizers, and a turkey meal, you will take an active role in cooking all this stuff, and you'll make sure that, for example, if you're in a ketogenic diet or low carb diet, that there will be minimal amount of carbohydrates involved, and at the same time, every time you will prepare your portions or prepare your own meals, you will not take any carbohydrates off the plate. For example, you've got a turkey with stuffing, you can either use no stuffing because it's full of carbs, or you can use some stuffing that doesn't have carbs in it, or when you are taking some pieces of this turkey, you're gonna have only the meaty parts and you will not have any stuffing at all. This approach is good because you are still sticking to your diet, maybe not 100%, but like 90-95%, and at the same time you can still socialize, you won't feel like you're missing out, and you will still be able to share some meals with your colleagues and friends and family members and so on. Finally, right in the middle, we'll have some sort of a hybrid approach. So what you will do is you will still carefully plan your meals, your responses to different triggers, different cravings, and at the same time you will allow yourself to have slight deviations from your diet. So having a little bit more calories on certain day, having a little bit more carbohydrates on certain day. But in order to make sure that this compromise will not affect your overall long-term goals, what you will do is you will plan some sort of recovery strategies. So you're going to have this turkey meal on Christmas Eve, but you're going to have some alcohol, you might have an ice cream and so on, but you will have an intensive workout just a couple of hours prior to that, so you will deplete all your glycogen storages, and all these carbohydrates that you are consuming will kind of be used to replenish the glycogen storages, so there will be not a huge glycemic load that will require a lot of insulin. At the same time, the next day you can have a complete fast day when you will not eat anything at all and you will work out hard so that you will burn these calories, these carbohydrates, and so on. I know for sure that some of these strategies might seem to be quite obvious. The only reason I'm bringing them up is I want you to be prepared. I want you to think ahead and to find this perfect balance between sticking to your diet, adhering to your long-term goals, seeing some progress even throughout the holiday season, and at the same time not feeling guilty or ashamed that you have broken certain rules of your normal nutrition, and not feeling like you're missing out, because it is the holiday season. It's the time when we say thank you for the past year, we talk to our colleagues, our friends, our family members, we reunite, we socialize, and we're supposed to have fun. Having said that, I think it's time for me to wrap up this video and to wish you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope that it was helpful. I hope to make quite a few videos in the new year, and I'm looking forward to your support. Please subscribe to my videos, check out my website, like the video if you like it, post some comments, questions. I'm always happy to interact with you. Merry Christmas, my friends. Have fun, socialize, enjoy your life, and I'll see you in my next video.